Hello everyone, and a very good day to all my panels. My name is Alveriuse from BNS. So today I will present for my final year project, which is hazard identification, risk assessment and risk control for condominium construction in Sabah. If we look here, this is some of the presentation outlines today. So we going to proceed first for the background of the study. This study was conducted at Eng Han Engineering Sdn Bhd for project of 23-story condominium construction in Sabah. The company's nature of business are more through contractors, subcontractors and civil engineering works, and to develop lands for building purposes besides purchase lands and property. From the previously hiring conducted, it was found that the major contribution to the injuries and illness numbers among the employees received the medical treatment from hospital and clinic is due to various prolonged occupational safety and health exposure. It seems that HIREC has become extremely important. With HIREC, one will be able to identify hazard, analyze and assess its associated risks and then apply the suitable control measure. This was retrieved from HIREC Guideline 2008. Therefore, this method was found as one of the best methods to reduce accident. And now we're moving on to the problem statement. Recently, many accident cases reported involving tower crane operation in Malaysia. Several accidents caused by tower crane operation recorded by DOSH Malaysia in shown in this table. If we look to this table, the accident happened from 2016 until 2017. The first cases is on February, located at Taman Molek Johor Bahru. The accident was looping rope when snapped and caused the tower crane collapse. The second one is at Ceras, Kuala Lumpur. The accident was fatal accident caused by tower crane hooks block loose and hit the construction workers. The third case is on February 2016, located at Lumut, Perak. The accident was load entangled with scaffolding during high-speed lifting and causing the tower crane must twist and collapse. Next is on August 2016 at Kuala Lumpur. The accident was fatal accident involving public caused by loose hook block. Last but not least is on July 2017, located at Tanjung Kupang, Johor Bahru. The accident was fatal accident once construction worker hit by falling hook block. So, after we look to the cases previously, we know that construction in Malaysia is rapidly increased nowadays, especially involving high-risk construction, as tower cranes also extensively used for hoisting materials in high-risk construction. The usage of tower crane at construction site also create several of risks and hazards that will cause the accident workers and public surrounding. So in this study, the proper solution is the present hazard identification and risk assessment on the lifting operation will need to be reviewed immediately to ensure inherent safety is fulfilled and the risk of an undesirable event is controlled at all safety crucial point to avoid a disastrous occurrence. In this study, they consist of three objectives, which are to investigate occupational hazard that contribute to the increased number of reported occupational accident, injuries and disease related to lifting operation of tower crane at condominium construction in Sabah. The second objective is to assess hazards and associated risks related to lifting operation of tower crane at condominium construction in Sabah. The last but not least is to recommend control measure by using hierarchy of control on the hazard identified by using HIREC table. And for the scopes of the study, This study shall cover the Eng Han Engineering Sdn Bhd in Penampang, Sabah, which is construction industry, and HIREC will focus on the construction workers, especially for the lifting operation of roofing crane, and the Occupational Safety and Health Committee in the company. For the significance of the study is, this study gives a better understanding and clear picture to employer and safety committees of what is going on in their present industrial practice at Eng Han Engineering Sdn Bhd. The second is, this will improve the management of occupational hazard problems as well as other health effects caused by work and the environment. In addition to the foregoing, this research will increase worker safety and health awareness in the condominium construction industry, which will improve employee performance by reducing employee complaint, medical leave, and absenteeism, and compliance to OSHA Amendment 2020 in line with OSHA Management Plan 2020 until 2025. So this is some of my collection of literature review and also as my reference for conducting this study. So we're going to the first author, which is Esther Dao Anak Balan. The aim of study is identify the causes of tower cranes accident at site and to suggest mitigation measures with related to tower crane operator welfare to reduce the tower crane accident. So my findings here is injuries and property damage are the effect that can arise if the crane handling criteria and procedure are not performed correctly. And for my second collection is from Nur Mahamira Zairani, Muhammad Zaini et al. 2020. The aim of study is identify the causes crane accident at construction site in Malaysia. So my finding here is from the study demonstrate that operational and technical problems are the major causes of crane accident at construction site in Malaysia. The second collection of my literature review is from Ling Chiang et al. 2021. The aim of study is to investigate hazard during different construction phases. My finding here is utilization of tower cranes involve multiple phases, including installation, usage, climbing, and dismantling. The next is Divdat et al. 2017. The aim of study is to identify and analyze hazards, the event sequence leading to hazard, and the risks associated with hazardous event. The finding is hazard identification and risk assessment is carried for identification of undesirable event that can lead to hazard. For my next collection of literature review is from Muhammad Kamarul Arifin Muhammad Ali, 2017. The aim of the study is identify safe practice to be implemented for crane machine in order to reduce hazard in construction in Malaysia. So my finding here is cranes are the machine that contribute the highest fatality rate in construction industry. Next is Wezhou et al. And 2018. The aim of study is to analyze tower crane safety from a complex socio-technical system perspective through implementing both qualitative and quantitative analysis method. My finding here is tower crane is the lifeline of the construction industry, but tower crane accidents are still too frequent. So here's the flowchart of research methodology that I'm going to be conducted during this study, which are the method of hazard identification, method of risk assessment, and control measurement methods. So, in previously, I already go through of my flowchart of research methodology, but in this section, I will go a bit detail of how am I going to collect the data. So for this study, a Likert scale type questionnaire will be used in the formulation to get the data analysis. The option vary from strongly agree to strongly disagree. For people who are neutral on the topic issue, all Likert scale provide a midpoint example, neither agree nor disagree. And the second method is hazard identification, risk assessment as risk control. This divided into three sections, which is hazard identification, where I use inspection and field observation. And for risk assessment, I will conduct for interview and risk matrix. And risk control, I also use interview method. And for my expected outcome for this study is total of 30 sets of questionnaire were distributed to Eng Han Engineering employees. And if we look to this table and figure, it shows my expected summary of overall result for this questionnaire. The secondly is high rate, which I retrieved this from DOS 2008. Using a risk assessment table as shown in this table, assessment of likelihood and severity can be translated into level of risk using a risk assessment table. Areas of high risk can be given first priority for elimination or control in the workplace. And now we are reached to the conclusion of this presentation. So my conclusion is, in order to achieve the objective of the study, several techniques were conducted for data collection. An objective that was attempted to achieve was to assess hazard and their associated risks that will provide an objective measure of an identified hazard, as well as to provide a method to control the risk associated. Eng Han Engineering using hazard identification, risk assessment and risk control. This study will help the organization to comply with the OSH risk management requirement. And for my attachment, I attach my Gantt chart for FYP 1. You can look here, and the second one is for Gantt chart for S final year project number 2. That's all from me. Thank you.